This is just a quick video to show you how we survive what we call the IceMageddon in Texas this 2021 year. So we were dealing with no power at times, and then no water, and so with this, and no place to really go because we were locked down because of the ice in the streets and everything. So we look out at nature, and we started a process to get some water supply for cooking and toilets and washing dishes and so on. And this is how we did it. So you have the equipment in your house. We have this storage plastic boxes that hold water without leaking very well. We have your household bucket, and you have your little snow shovels. Okay, so you're well equipped, so you venture into the tundra of your front yard or backyard and look for the nicest, cleanest patch on the snow. Now, by now, because we have not only snow but ice, you have to start by breaking the ice. Try to stay on the thickest part of the snow so you don't grab the dirt from the grass.
Some people would like to say, okay, I'm just going to take a blow dryer and put a blow dryer to it to melt that so we can start using that water right away. And you can do that if you want to, but I want to say it's very dangerous to use a blow dryer around water. And this is going to turn into water very quickly. So using a blow dryer is not recommended. What you want to do instead is, if you have some patience, you can just wait for it to melt. I don't have that much patience, so what I do is I have my ice here. I'm going to take this lid and lean it just like that. There we go, just like that. And then over here, you probably have to come a little bit closer, but over here I have a fan, just a small fan. It's not anywhere close to the actual ice, so I don't have to worry about it getting wet. And I'm just going to turn this on high. So it's blowing right across here, bouncing off of this lid down onto the ice. And it's all about keeping air circulation around the snow and the ice so it can melt. After
That snow and ice is melted, then we have the task of purifying the water and make it drinkable and usable for cooking. You have to look for fat patches of snow and ice because you don't want to carry dirt. But some of it is going to come in the buckets or in the boxes. So we will use a coffee filter to filter those chunks. Once the water starts actively boiling, set a timer for 5 minutes. So after the water is boiled, if you need a little bit of warm water to wash or groom yourself, save some. If not, you transfer it into your pitchers and it's ready to drink, and it's very tasty, by the way.
So you don't have to purify and boil all of the water, because some of the water you can actually use for the very important task of your toilet. So one of the issues when you lose your water supply to your house, it leaves you wondering, well, how am I going to be able to use the toilet if it's not going to be able to refill with water? So you can use some of that water that you've melted, some of that snow melt, to fill the tank of the toilet so that you can continue to use it. And the way you do that is you just remove this back cover, and you then pour the water into this area. You can see that the tank has a big opening, and then there's this white tube here. As you're pouring the water in, let some of the water go down that tube so that it fills the bowl of the toilet some, and then the rest of it, the majority of it goes into the rest of the tank. And when you were done doing that, you just put your lid back on, and then that toilet is ready for use.
You may see the background all sunny and nice, but it is just barely 27 degrees. So we're talking about freezing temperatures. When you go out into your mining for snow and harvesting expedition, make sure you're properly equipped with the proper attire, you know, for your head, for your body, gloves, and proper boots and shoes. And remember that you have to really test the ground as you're walking, because the last thing you want is a fall and having to go to the emergency room.